Welcome back guys, hope you're all doing great, and today in this course we're going to build a hybrid mobile app which successfully ran both in iOS and the Android. So we're going to build a travel advisor which is going to use the real-time dataset, and we are going to have the Google Places API where the user can search for different locations. Okay, so the screen, these are the three different screens we're going to build by using the React Native Expo. Actually, you can create an application by using React Native CLI and Expo CLI. We're going to use the Expo, which is really user friendly for the beginners to understand the React Native much better. So I'm going to show you completely from the ground how to build all these three different screens and how to use the Google Places API and how to use the Rapid API to fetch all these data and to display it in dynamically. Okay, so let me show you the real application, how exactly our app is going to looks like. So this is the home screen. Once the user loaded the app, this is how it looks like, and you can see it's animated perfectly, and all these UI designs are nicely done by using Tailwind CSS. I'm going to show you how to use the Tailwind CSS. Even if you haven't used the Tailwind CSS, no worries, I'm going to help you completely understand it and how to use it. And once the user click this go option, if you click this, that will help the user to navigate it, and we have this nice animated options to show that the data is being loaded. And you can see that we have the real-time dataset which is coming from the Rapid API. Okay, then so once the user clicks over here, that will take the user to the next page. You can see that will take the user to the next page where the user can see the complete information about that particular restaurant, what is the ratings and the contact informations. All these informations are being loaded directly from the Rapid API. And if you want to change the location, you want to look for a different location, so if I click the search option over here, then I can type that place, any place you want. Let's say Toronto. Oops. All right, so Toronto, if I click that, so that will take some slight timing because it's coming from it's not a premium, we are using the free version, so it's taking some time to load all these data and everything. And once it's successfully loaded, you can see it's loaded all those places over here. So if I click that, I can see the information about that. So like that, you can change the live informations. You can see the hotels, attractions. If I click the attractions, so it's taking few delay, but it will load that information. You can see there is a slight delay because of that, the version like free, because we are using the API free version. If you're using the premium one, it will be much faster. All right, so here we have the attraction, so the user can tap it and they can see all the information about that location, and you can see that a particular attraction information. So just like the same way, they can search for any different kind of places, any places all around the world, because we are using the Google Places API that helps you to search the places. Once the user tap that option, it will gives you the latitude and longitude location. Using that latitude and longitude location, we are pulling this data from the Rapid API. All right, I hope you guys are so excited regarding this build, because without wasting your time, so now let's get started. All right then, so let's create a new project folder in our desktop, or you can choose your preferable location. In this case, I'm going to create a new folder in my desktop, and I'm going to name it as travel advisor YouTube. Good. So let me open up this folder in my terminal. Here we go, and let me make it a little bit bigger. So before getting started, so open your browser and let's have a look at the React Native. So I already opened the React Native official website, or you can create a new tab and search for React Native and click this first link. That's their official documentation. So if you are learning any new technology, so please go through the official documentation section by section to understand it much better. I would strongly recommend to go through the documentation section by section. Okay, so click here, get started. And there are two different ways to create a React mobile app. So we do have Expo CLI and we have the React Native CLI. So the difference is, if you're a beginner, please use the Expo Go. If you already have some knowledge in mobile app development, use the React Native CLI. Okay, in this course, we're going to learn how to use the Expo, and we are going to build the Expo project. Okay, so If you want to learn more about the Expo, click a new tab and search for Expo CLI, or simply search for Expo. You can find their official documentation for Expo projects alone. So click here. So in this documentation, you can learn all the commands and the information regarding the Expo projects briefly. So few packages are common for both Expo CLI and React Native CLI, but some of them are quite complicated. The way how it's getting configured and everything is completely different when compared to Expo and React Native. So please go through their different documentations whenever you're working with the Expo or React Native. So in this case, you can see there are certain commands which really helps you to create a project and to run and all those things. It's explained briefly how to start it, how to build it and run it and everything. So I don't want to use the npm or npx every single time whenever I need the expo. I'm going to install the expo CLI directly in my global so that I can access all the expo commands directly by using the expo keyword itself. So click this option, global expo CLI, click it, and there you can find this command npm install -g global expo CLI. So just copy this command and paste it in your terminal. So let me open the terminal where it is. Here we go, and paste it here. So that will take a few minutes so to get install it done. In this case, I already installed my expo CLI and I do already have the expo CLI installed. So please wait until it's successfully done. Once it's successfully done, run the command expo -- version. So that will gives you the version number which is installed in your machine. All right, so let's clear it. And to create a project folder, to create all the to download all the necessary files for your expo project, so run the command expo init, and here you need to give the project folder name, or if you're already inside the project folder just like me, press /. Okay, because we already created a folder. Inside this folder I need to bring all the expo project files, so press enter. So this will take some time. Right, so okay, so once it's expo init, it's triggered, it's showing three different options. You want to create it with the certain navigation tabs, which is with some predefined templates, or if you want to create it as a blank project. In this case, we are going to, of course, we are going to use the blank project. There are two different options. Either if you can create a project by using TypeScript, or you can use the project bar JavaScript. So choose the first option, because in this course we are going to use the JavaScript, not a TypeScript. So press enter. So this will take some time, so that will take few minutes to download all these projects. So please please wait until it's successfully done. It's still loading. All right, then, so it's successfully downloaded, and so here we can find few commands and all those things which really helpful for our reference. So don't worry about it. So let's open this project in our Visual Studio Code. So run the command code space dot. There we go. So that will open our project in the Visual Studio Code. Let me make it bigger. And here you can see all the necessary configuration: package.json, Babel configurations, app.json, and app.js. Lots of things are here. This is the file which is currently being loaded. And here we can see view or text. Let me explain everything one by one, or like when we are starting building the applications. So now all we have to do is to how to run this project. So that's what we are going to do next.